Yeah, when you move at night, you don't feel shade. Running through the field, it's a field day. Yeah, let her bed at the hood day. She gon' bust down if the beat good. She gon' roll up, bring the park the Lambo, took the Brinks truck. Become a Greek freak when you see bugs. Is your head done? Is your bills paid? When you outside, do you feel safe? If we go up, gotta take phones. I'm with some go ups, I can't take home. Act up in the bay like Draymond. I'ma need my money like Faison.
Hey. Bust it down. Hey, bust it down. Hey, bust it down. When YG coming around, you gotta bust it down. Bust it down. Hey, bust it down. Hey, bust it down. When Travis come around, you better bust it down.
Krispy Kreme whip and the wheels glaze. Yeah, when you move at night, you don't feel shade. Running through the field, it's a field day. Yeah, let her bed at the hood day. She gon' bust down if the beat good. She gon' roll up, bring the park the Lambo, took the Brinks truck. Become a Greek freak when you see bugs. Is your head done? Is your bills paid? When you outside, do you feel safe? If we go up, gotta take phones. I'm with some go ups, I can't take home.
Do you cook clean? Do you good? If I right it, you gon' let me know it's good. You gon' let me the first night, I think you should. I'm in that like bam. Nah, I ain't no wreck. Hey, I'm bloods in that. Hey, turn the lights off, I don't want you looking. Tight. Think I took it. Hey, all that. Hey, what's up with it? Hey, that girl I don't play. Hey, beat it up, that's a melee. G63, I swerve on it. First pitch at the dodge, you can't curve on it. Why you don't give up, got some nerve, don't you? I'm out on bail, how you feel?
Krispy Kreme whip and the wheels glaze. Yeah, when you move at night, you don't feel shade. Running through the field, it's a field day. Yeah, let her bed at the hood day. She gon' bust down if the beat good. She gon' roll up, bring the park the Lambo, took the Brinks truck. Become a Greek freak. See bugs. Is your head done? Is your bills paid? When you outside, do you feel safe? If we go up, gotta take phones. I'm with some go ups, I can't take home.
My have an all white ring. Couldn't hit this tag, I ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost all the time. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. It's a large. I don't care how I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks that I won't. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to yeah, those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low, buy. Big bank, tight, low, buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money you gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low, buy. Big bank, tight, low, buy.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bumps mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low, buy. Big bank, tight, low, buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money you gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low, buy. Big bank, tight, low, buy.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam on the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a cave back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape man. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle.
Yeah. Money on my mind, so on toupee. Real out of time, never Kool-Aid. Sipping on sight. Came a long way from G-Berg. Putting in work like Ferg. New York to LA, Hawaii and Japan. And I'm man, at least I'm feeling like I am. Got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand. But don't give a I'm saying I am. What that even mean? I don't know what you talking about. Why nowadays everybody got a palm out? P.O.P. that'll be me and that be what I rhyme about. I have arrived, all you rappers on time out. Rap back where you at? Everywhere, worldwide. I know you've been waiting for this world to collide. B-O-double-B-Y-N-T-L-L for Lauren, but they take it back like that commodity inside the DeLorean. I am no historian, but here to make my predecessor proud.
Oh, you not allowed?
I put it on everything I really wanna cop out, but I did good for a drop out. How about the coupe? Hands go crazy. Gotta sound swag when the flow get lazy. What up, what good? Where you at? What you been on? Anybody stepping to me, promise to get on. Better hop up on the train for your missing chance to hop up on the train for your missing chance to get on. Mixtape, Bobby, that's the type I spit on. Woo!
And it's on now. Everybody
I done had it. Put it, I'm an addict back in Maryland, living in an attic, flowing erratic, bringing the static, busting like it. Combated in the baddest, and added in the maddest. My flow the fattest, hotter than the desert in Nevada. None of the batter, different chatter, none of it matter. Put it and listen to the pain of the battle, let him shatter. Cause I'm ripping and living and striving to kill it. The ripper, he call him a go and he flow. And you know, he pursuing it, doing it, moving it, grooving it, some of the record, talking, working it, flipping it, ripping it. No, 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 no. I'm back at it, never out of breath like an asthmatic. I done had it, put it, I'm an addict back in Maryland, living in the static, flowing erratic, bringing the static, busting like it. Combated in the baddest, and matted in the maddest. My flow the fattest, hotter than the desert in Nevada. None of the batter, all the chitter and chatter, none of it matter. Put it, and listen for the pit.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script, because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Rose. This will be caught inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Niners have taken the early lead. They got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there, 87 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to go deep for Khan. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Hey, forward, Tokyo!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, Wentz. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Oh, fighting off the defender.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Rose. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Rose. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
5-7, 5-7.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out.
Down the man inside, down the man. Switch. Black.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Pass incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Able to slither by. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Rose. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rose, flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Rose. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down, Rose. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rose. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Grade 57.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Second and 10 now from the 27. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Ohio!
Looking to throw on second down. Rose steps away to his left. Looking downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, Rose. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shifts by him. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wentz. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Ram. 82.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Conley. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Conley, as time expires in the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Rose. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Rose throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on first down. Rose. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! 1, 9!
Looking to throw. Rose. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 24. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And fights through one man. A second nice move, a spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Run, run.
Check 26, check 26. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Great, great.
36, 36.
Great, great.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, Wentz. couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Wentz on third down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, nice move. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Off-play action. Rose. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake. Rose keeps himself upright. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Throwing again. Rose. Eluding the pressure right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Sunday!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. Fighting through pressure, and Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go!
Off play action. Rose finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. they'll run it on the draw play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And now running right through it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. off the play fake. Rose going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
One final try now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And the San Francisco 49ers...
feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swords. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want.